It is now time to get started with WordPress. In this video, we'll take first steps and explore the WordPress admin panel, which is quite often referred to as WP admin. This essentially is the control panel for your entire WordPress website. This is where you create and manage content, add functionality to your website in the form of plugins, change styling in the form of themes, and do a lot of other important stuff. But before discussing WP admin, I want to highlight a very important point. Since we purchased managed WordPress hosting, we did not have to set up our web server, create a database, or install WordPress manually. All of these tasks were taken care of automatically by EasyWP. That is actually the purpose of managed WordPress hosting. It makes stuff simple and lets you get started very quickly. If you buy any hosting other than a managed WordPress hosting, you will actually need to do a lot of stuff before getting to a stage where we are currently at. In bonus videos, I'll cover some other forms of hosting and we'll see how to install WordPress manually. But at the moment, since we have WordPress installed on our site right off the bat, we'll log into the WP admin and explore it in this video. We'll open EasyWP and log into the WP admin from there. This, however, will not be the way we log into the WP admin in future. I'll show you how to log in directly without opening EasyWP. For now, let's open WP admin through EasyWP. Welcome to the WordPress dashboard. Dashboard is the homepage of WP admin, and it gives you an at-a-glance overview of what's happening with your website. The different blocks that you see on this screen are called widgets. You can catch up on upcoming local events and the latest news from the official WordPress blog, view recently published posts, view the most recent comments and moderate them, and so on. It's like a bird's eye view of operations from which you can swoop down into the particular details. There is a screen options panel that allows you to choose which widgets are displayed and which are not displayed. This panel shows the various dashboard widgets with a checkbox next to each widget. Just check the box to display a specific widget or uncheck the box to hide that widget. Each widget can be expanded or contracted by clicking on the widget title bar and can also be moved around. While this dashboard page is good for a quick overview, you will most likely spend most of your time in other areas of the WordPress admin panel. And to access those areas, you can use the various menu items available in the sidebar on the left. WordPress includes a number of menu items by default, but many themes and plugins add additional menu items. Many of these menu items contain nested menu items. For example, hovering over the Posts menu item reveals a set of sub-menu items. You can create blog posts using this Posts menu item. On the Add New Post screen, you can enter a title, write your blog post in the text editor, upload images, assign categories, and do a lot more. Let's exit this full screen mode. Another important thing that the WordPress admin panel lets you do is modify how your website looks by choosing and customizing themes. To work with WordPress themes, you just need to hover over the Appearance menu item to expand a list of theme options. By exploring the other menu and sub-menu items of the WordPress admin panel, you can control pretty much every aspect of your website, from settings to users, plugins, comments, and a ton of other stuff. We'll discuss all of that in the coming videos. Another important component to discuss is the WordPress toolbar. It is a small bar at the top of your screen that's present both when viewing the live version of your website and when browsing the WordPress admin panel. Keep in mind that regular visitors to your website will not see the WordPress toolbar. But if you're logged into WordPress, you will see a floating bar like this on every page on your website. You can use the various options available on the toolbar to quickly perform actions, no matter where you are on your site. The last thing that I want to discuss in this video is how to actually access the WP admin panel without going to EasyWP first. Well, you can append a /wp-admin to the root URL of your website. You'll be taken to the dashboard page if you are already logged in. Or you will be redirected to the login page. I'll show you how to get hold of credentials to be used on this login page in the next video. This wraps up our introduction to the WordPress admin panel. We'll start performing operations inside this panel in the next video.